Folks, we all know how important the FCC is or could be to the idea of more Americans getting access to more technology, economic development, but also democracy, folks. Net neutrality, a crucial component of our democracy in this day and age. When I am not getting sued for daring to use the concept of podcasting, which is not yet to happen. I am also very concerned about the ability of us to bring you alternative media in the future. So it is very important who will be sitting on the FCC and who will be chairing that committee. And with us today to talk about President Obama's nominee is Tim Karr. He's the Senior Director of Strategy for Free Press at freepress.org. We have a link, obviously, at majority.fm. Tim, welcome back to the show.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So Tom Wheeler, he authored a book in 2008, Mr. Lincoln's T-Mails, How Abraham Lincoln Used the Telegraph to Win the Civil War. On some level, I can make an argument that that's exactly the type of guy we want. On another level, I might not, but maybe that's not relevant. What do we know about Tom Wheeler?
Well, we know a lot about Tom Wheeler, and then we don't know a lot about Tom Wheeler. The things that we do know should be cause for concern among the public interest community. You know, people like us who want universal access to an open internet where free speech is not blocked and where everybody has the ability to connect to this network. And the reason I say that is because the things that we do know about Tom Wheeler is that he served as president of the National Cable and Television Association, which is the top lobbying group for the cable industry, in addition to being CEO of the Cellular Telecommunications and Internet Association, which is the top lobbying group for the wireless industry. So he comes to us as someone who has deep knowledge about telecommunications, media policy. However, his experience is as a lobbyist for these industries. Now, at the same time, he's also proven himself to be a strong and ardent supporter of President Obama. He raised $700,000 over the last two elections in support of Obama, and he's a top bundler. And Obama himself has in the past taken strong positions in favor of net neutrality, in favor of a more diverse media system. So we don't know where this Wheeler is going to fall. Is he going to follow Obama's inspiration around issues like net neutrality, or is he going to declare his loyalty to the phone and cable companies whom he lobbied for in the past?
And to be fair, he was the Cellular Telecommunications and Internet Association chief from 92 to 2004, and was involved in cable television to 1984. I mean, so in many respects, the cable television, obviously very different industry than it was in 1984.
That's absolutely right.
And
it is not. It is a different industry than the one we know today.
Yeah. So that's to be fair. And with that said, though, I mean, I get nervous when I read in the Times this sentence, but Mr. Wheeler at times has voiced pro-regulatory sentiments. Is that really the best that we could say about this guy? Is that sometimes he thought the validity of a regulatory structure was valid? I mean, this is let's step back. So we don't know really where this guy is going to fall, except for he appears to be rather loyal to President Obama, and President Obama has expressed a strong support of net neutrality, and the questions of net neutrality are really sort of convoluted because you have such big industry players on both sides of that argument, right? I mean, this is basically Mothra versus Godzilla. What we want may not be relevant in this, but Godzilla may be our champion, or Mothra. You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really look at this as a battle between industry. This is really about a central question of control. And the question is, who will control the Internet of the future? Will it be the hundreds of millions of people who use it every day in every way, or will it be a small number of phone and cable companies who in the United States dominate access? That is the argument, and it's not a question about whether we regulate the Internet or whether we not regulate the Internet. The Internet, as with most communications media, have been regulated from the beginning. The question is not whether to regulate, it's which rules are right to protect free speech and access for Internet users. And right now, we have this battle around the issue of net neutrality. It's essentially that same issue about whether or not the FCC has the authority to protect consumers. Verizon is taking the FCC to court right now. There's a court case that will be heard later this year where Verizon is claiming, and this is where it gets a little Orwellian, Verizon is claiming that it has the First Amendment right to block, edit, censor Internet users. That as a corporate citizen, the First Amendment protects phone companies in their efforts to censor Internet users. Now, my understanding of the First Amendment and our free speech rights is that should be designed to protect the voices of normal Internet users like you and me, and not the ability of Internet service providers to block Internet access, to censor voices that they don't like. So this is the debate into which Tom Wheeler is stepping, and it's a question of the FCC's role, whether it's working to benefit the industry, what he has done in the past, or whether it will work to benefit consumers like you and me who want fast, affordable Internet, want universal access, want to be able to express ourselves via the Internet without being blocked or without being overcharged, without being intimidated in any way.
All right. So, I mean, just touching on this case now, this is Verizon. Does Verizon have this opportunity to make this argument because of the way the FCC changed the classification of internet providers during the Bush administration? Are we still caught up in this, whatever it is, classification 1 or classification 2 argument?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And what happened during the Bush administration was that the FCC reclassified. There are different classifications of authority under the Telecommunications Act, which was passed in 1996, and during the Bush administration, the Bush FCC reclassified the FCC's authority, and they moved it from a Title II classification to a Title I classification. And that is a much more limited authority to protect consumers on the Internet.
Title II basically says this is a telecommunication service like the phone. It's like a desperately needed utility that is not a luxury, and therefore we must make sure that everybody has access to certain bare minimums in terms of phone service.
Yes, and importantly, with a telephone service, if you pick up the phone and you want to call Domino's to order a pizza, the phone company's not going to say, hey, wouldn't you rather call Pizza Hut? We're going to redirect your call.
Right.
And that's because under the Title II authority, there's something that's called common carriage. The service, whether it's a telephone company or an Internet service, they're just purely the infrastructure. They're the infrastructure that connects you to wherever it is that you want to go. They don't have any say over the content that travels across that line. So if you pick up the phone or if you try to go to Google to do a search and your ISP says, well, wouldn't you rather use Bing, under Title II, the FCC has the authority to say you cannot do that. And there was a subsequent decision in 2005 where the Supreme Court said, this went all the way to the Supreme Court, said, yes, the FCC has the authority to determine whether it has Title I or Title II authority over the Internet. So if in this current battle, in the court hearing that's going to happen this year, if the Federal Appeals Court says, well, the current authority of the FCC is wrong, you can't do this under Title I, we need a strong leader. We need a strong FCC chair to say, well, that's fine. Net neutrality is too important to let the ISPs decide. we're going to change our authority to Title II so that we can make sure that we all have the freedom to go wherever it is that we want every time that we log on to the Internet.